Um, All right, Meldy. Again, get in this lobby. I think I've sent you an invite for it already. But let's go. That race infuriated me. Let's just say that.
Why is that?
Font. Just that's it.
Fair enough.
Wait, yeah, we're
How
waiting
are you,
on...
my friend? How are we doing?
I'm doing good. Minus that race. It was just a nightmare. I could have actually won that. That's the annoying thing about that. I felt bad for Bambino.
That's a shame. Fair enough.
Oh
well. Could I get an invite, my friend? I can't currently see anything. Thank you very much.
Thought I'd already sent you an invite, but that should be good.
Just go on.
But yeah, so let's just say our group just got a lot more interesting. What happened in the Scotland race? Font turned into an absolute menace, killed half the Scotland team, and the finish won. That might be the basic, maybe 3-sentence summary on what happened in the race.
No, I actually can't join, so that's fun.
How come?
It just says the session doesn't exist.
Finland just needs to draw, Seed. Session doesn't exist, says it. Says you're in for me.
Is it?
I can't invite you again. You're blanked out for me.
Let me restart my game quickly if I've got time, or am I going to get killed for doing that? I know everyone likes to start
both.
Time, but
yeah, that's
so.
That last race is something. That's all right. I'm just checking all the settings now before we go.
So never mind that. Who are your bets on for this race, Pyro? I'm interested.
If I'm going to be completely honest, I think it has to be the Netherlands. I don't really... I mean, there's always a possibility of what the hell just happened in the last race happening again, but personally, I think Netherlands should win the group as a result.
Right, I actually cannot join, so
I can invite you again now, though, because
I'll try, yeah. But it doesn't let me in, unfortunately. Let me try one more time. If not, I might be sitting up with this one out. Depends who's hosting. If it's
LR.
No, I can't join. Yeah, no, Ella's connection probably isn't good enough for me to join. I have a bit of a weird internet because I'm at uni, so
yeah, fair enough. Mind. That's a shame.
Sorry about that, my friend.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. If you want to join in at any other point in this tournament, go ahead. I'm going to be here outside the Scotland's races, so pretty sure it won't be there on the time.
Perfect. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll try and join the next one. It just depends who's hosting, really. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't join because I'm at university. I have a bit of a weird NAT type.
Fair enough, mate.
People that have a decent connection. Right. Well, enjoy this one. I'll happily join the next one though if you want.
Yeah. There's not one more today because the next game is with Europe 2 don't exist anymore. But tomorrow there's 3 more. So.
Right, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy. I'll be watching. Good luck.
Yeah.
See you later.
In a bit. Right, Europe 1 versus the Netherlands. Here we go again. After everything that happened in the last race, getting flashbacks from Miami. Well, we get to watch yet another one. This is third match of the day. Wasn't particularly happy, the last one. Six penalty. Well, there's always a lesson to learn, Cacto. Always a lesson to learn. Always a lesson to learn. You come back stronger the next time knowing that you've made mistakes and you now know where the mistakes aren't happening, not to make mistakes again. So, always good things to learn all the way through. But yeah, we had the Finland match not so long ago. Things hit at turn 1 and then everything's happening. Oh, Mitchell's. This game just hates Ella. Right, let's see if Mitchell's in. Yeah, by the looks of it, look, is it? I'm not entirely sure. I think that's AI. Yeah, his AI's going around. This is not great. We have to restart. I'm trying to get a hold of Mitchell. Is why I've not been doing an awful lot in this. So Robin wins this one-shot qualify. However, I think we get one more shot because Robin Mitchell isn't even in the lobby. Yeah, Mitchell's setting up a lobby, so none of that counts. Right, so that's just a lap for everyone else, I guess. But the rest of it doesn't actually count. Waiting for Mitchell's invite. His game crashed. That's one way to. That's one way to have to leave. I have to wait for an invite, otherwise the stream ends. So we'll be waiting for that. All right, let's go again. So, to those in chat, basically everything on the line here in Group 2, Group 1, sorry. Group 1, where the winner of this particular match wins the group. And that would mean they're either going to get, well, they're probably going to get Sweden or Finland, depending on results tomorrow night. But we'll wait and see. Goes along. But we're just waiting for people to join. We get up to 10 and then we should be able to go. Should be waiting on a couple people still. There you go, the two of them other that I think we're missing anyway. I think we've got 9 in the lobby. After this, we go. I've got GT stuff to figure out as well. So we are actually not that far away from new season in F1 and GT in the next couple of weeks. But in the meantime, we've still got a Nations Cup to decide. And an entire group, essentially, on the line. So this became an absolute dumpster fire. The Scotland versus Finland game in particular was the definition of what a dumpster fire is, that's for sure. I'm not particularly happy with what happened in that game either. So I can understand the frustrations. I 100% understand the frustrations. Right, one last game tonight then. Still might finish at 9 o'clock. But where did I finish? I think I ended 5th. I finished 5th, but I realistically should have fought Bambino the entire way. But Font decided that was never, ever a possibility. I got brake checked in the middle of a corner, which is entirely new prospect to me, because I didn't even think that one was possible. No, we can't. No. Alright, 25 seconds, qualifying, everyone's in, and we are actually functioning as a lobby this time. Might just be Ella hosting at this point. But, as I've said before, this is entirely for who wins the group. Can we do that to Pyro? No, I'm literally right here. What do you mean? No, that's a bit mean. But yeah, right, so, heading into turn 1 this time, who's going to have the better lap in qualifying this time? It looked like Shadow and Ella have got off to a good start, or, well, Shadow had got off to a good start, and they've dropped to the back immediately, so it's 3 Dutch, followed by 2 Europeans, followed by a Dutch, and then the rest of the European team. So, bear in mind, the only way that Europe can win the group from here is by winning this game. Any other result but a Europe win means that the Netherlands win the group. Mitchell having a fun time around Miami by the looks of it. He's enjoying himself. Robin in third, Yarlo second. Yarlo has had one hell of a run in this tournament so far. His run in this tournament has been top notch, 100%. He's definitely been all but, well, pretty much the glue hanging this Dutch team together. You got Mr. Berserk right now in 9th, Shadow 8th, 7th, followed by behind 3 European guys and 3 Dutch guys, as Mitchell has just hit the front pretty much immediately and has just gone all the way to the line. Well, he's going all the way through the final sector now, 2 corners remaining, and Mitchell, from pretty much start to finish, dominating the one-shot qualifying over and almost 8 tenths clear, like 7.5 tenths clear of Robin in second, Yarlo in third, Roller in fourth, Bella fifth, Mieszko's sixth, bang average 7th. I think that was Shadow 8th and Berserk 9th. But Mitchell absolutely destroying the competition in qualifying. Looks like Berserk had a spin. But, yeah, Europe are going to have to do a lot better than that. A lot better than that. Because as of right now, that's Berserk in chat. I take it was a spin, right? And yeah, Europe's got to do a lot better than that if they want to win this group. If they lose this, they could be looking at a points difference situation with the United States, depending on their results with the Brits later on. No, I say later on, tomorrow. Tomorrow night, that is. But as we head into the race now, I don't expect too much different from this point to the race, but could have said that about the Scotland-Finland game not that long ago as well. It's fully dry, that's for sure. Doesn't look like we've got rain anywhere near. But I'm 22 seconds away from the actual race now. But let's go. 6 seconds, pile up in turn 1 incoming. No, we've already had our pile up for the day. Here we go. That's 5 red lights. And it's lights out, away we go. Who's getting the better start here? It looks like Robin is going to jump Mitchell. But Shadow got overtaken by Seb and into turn 1. Actually, we have had a little bit of a tyre pile up. And it looks like one of the European guys may have touched the back of a Dutch guy and spun it round. Oh, yellow flag. Yeah, it's Roller. And you've got bang average Seb and Ella here as Ella jumps back up into 4th. 3 Dutch guys got away extremely quickly and Ella is on his own. He has a lot of work to do here. The Europeans trying to make the way, trying to pave the way to the top of this group. Maybe they get the Finnish, maybe they get the Swedish. We don't know. But we do know it'll be one of those 2 teams. But Berserk got ahead of Roller after Roller's incident into turn 1. Mieszko currently 7th, trying to hold off Berserk. So we're actually going to watch that into the hairpin turn here as we go through the middle of the 2nd sector. Berserk trying to get... Oh, that's a bit deep there from Mieszko into the chicane. Berserk having to hold himself up. Yellow flag in sector 2. It's Roller again. Roller not having the best of times here. Mieszko 2.2 seconds. And he's basically doing a hold-up mission again, but it's pointless. It's quite literally pointless. He can't get away with a hold-up mission this time. Especially against the quicker dodge. Someone's gone round there. It's Ella. Ella in the 2nd and last. And that might already be nail in the coffin. That might already be game over. Mieszko in the pits. Ella with a spin. Roller span at turn 1. And we're just P Shadow away from a clean sweep. We might be seeing, I believe, our first sweep here of the tournament. Especially if this continues on in this vein. Mitchell, 2.7 seconds, already clear of the lead. Is basically out on his own at this point. Berserk needs 4 seconds in order to make that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 happen. It would be quite damaging to the points difference for the Europe. So the person that won't be scoring points is on Team Europe, so that's a huge dent. No safety car, remember, so it might be already game over. Three versus 5 would require a 1, 2, 5 or any combination that adds up to the same amount of points. And quite frankly, all it adds right now is Shadow in P5, so there's a long way to go, a long way to fight back for Europe, and I don't think they have the facilities to do so. Mitchell, just 3.5 seconds, nearly 3 3/4 seconds up the road now. 3.65 comes down a little bit as we head through the first sector. Yarlo and Robin having a go at it. Yarlo and Robin, it shouldn't be too much fighting here, being teammates. I mean, the jig is pretty much up as to who won the group, but still, I wouldn't be overly eager to fight my own teammate. Let's just say that. That could end up in disaster. Both of them DNF 7th and 8th. That's only 3 points, and it would promote Roller, Ella, and Shadow. Would give them a shot at the very least. Yarlo just behind, and as you can tell, he is very much content to just let it be. And then there's Shadow down the inside on Seb, who's holding his own right now. Almost slides it into the wall. And Shadow's actually going to get that. Shadow's going to get that position. Shadow in that position. Yeah, up to 4th he goes. Bang average 7, 5th. Is trying to hold on to the back of this. Ella also really close to the back of Berserk, who is closing this battle up like there's no tomorrow. Berserk 2.2. Mieszko is not entirely happy in chat. Ella currently 0.2 of a second behind Berserk, and we might have a battle here between these two. Yarlow right on the back of Robin as well. So we've got a couple of battles that are going to happen here. And honestly, it's not that great looking at the moment for Team Europe. The team just not really putting anything together right now. And Ella losing all the time on the back of Berserk and outside of DRS now as well. Yarlow currently closing it in. Should be the point where you get to make a safe overtake between Robin and Yarlow. And they have done exactly as you would expect. No need to risk your teammate crashing out. And as soon as you get into that position, just give up the position and live to fight another day. Bang average Seb, 1.4 seconds behind Shadow, who's cleared quite the gap now. Considerable gap right now in fourth, but he needs to jump a few positions higher than that. A 2-3-4, I believe, would be enough. It would require probably a crash in the battle we're watching now. Probably require at least one DNF as well. But it's not looking likely. Let's just say that. Robin with DRS on Yarlow, not able to do an awful lot, too far back. Ella with DRS on Berserk. Again, I think he might be too far back into turn one. He is, but he is. Staper is saying there's no races. Finland got the job to do. Finland's got a job to do tomorrow. Getting bored to F1 Manager it is. Oh, something's happened here. Berserk's out. What the hell happened there? I think Seb had a problem. Berserk's out, so Roller's going to jump a position. And all of a sudden, it's looking ever so slightly better. And Ella on the outside of Seb. And gets it pretty clearly as well. So it's fourth and fifth. They both need at least two more positions apiece. If they want to move themselves into a position where they need Roller. But, that's two down. And I select the strategy and it made, it happened in the Scotland-Finland game as well. No, not in the Scotland-Finland game. I think it was not big as the first race with Donny, actually. Shadow ahead of Mitchell, but Mitchell's pit now. So Mitchell, seeing everything in front of him, decides to pit onto the medium tyre. The only one that isn't on the medium tyre now is Roller until everyone eventually pits about 3 or 4 laps further on into this race. As of right now, Ella's jumped Seb. Seb's got, Roller's got to do something. It's as simple as that. Roller has to do something. Seb, never mind. Ella's crashed it. That might be a problem. And the last cling of hope that the Team Europe had might have just fanned out. That might have just put the nail in the coffin. Shadow's in third. He's doing his part. He needs to try and get into Robin eventually, but whilst he's not doing his own part, it's not an awful lot. Well, whilst his team isn't holding up, there's not an awful lot he can do. I'm not entirely sure I would want to face this team in the next, either of these teams in the next round. Hopefully, winning tomorrow would prevent that from happening, getting the USA or the Brits. Yellow flag in sector 2 and 3, and Ella's gone again. Ella's out. That is it. That's game. I'm pretty sure that's game. You can only end 6th, which means a minimum of 4 people. Even if you were doing 6, 5, 4, 3, I think that's game. Including the, you get 2 points for Ella, 1 point for Berserk. But yeah, you see the Dutch now. Bang average Seb and Mitchell going at it. I'm not entirely sure they need more DNS, but I don't think it entirely matters now. I don't think it's mathematically possible for Europe to take this one home. The most they can get is 17. They'd lose 1917 regardless. Well then, so now we've confirmed that Netherlands have in fact won the group after everything happened with Ella and well, I don't even know what the hell happened to Berserk. Yarlo getting overtaken here by Robin as they go down the main straight. Into turn one they go, and Yarlo having to settle being behind the teammate. I think they're just battling for fun at this point. P Shadow has literally done everything he possibly can. But there's not a lot that he can do with the other three not getting positions that mean they would be able to do an awful lot. So Roller in 6th right now, still has a pit stop to make. You've got, I don't think he has a pit stop to make actually, but I don't know if he gets if he actually gets to the end on those tires. It could be interesting. You've got Yarlo and Robin who are going to provide us the entertainment because we've got to wait for people to pit before Mitchell and that. Well, before we. But yeah, the Dutch storming this one. But there goes Robin. Robin's into the pit now for soft, so in comes Shadow as well. Mitchell will be net P1, will be P1 pretty much as soon as Yarlo decides to go in the pit. Seb also coming in. Roller, I don't... speeding in the pit lane. There's 5 seconds for Seb. And Elite's joined. He's a bit too late, but he's getting to see his team carry this one. Commentator's curse. Wait, did I actually commentate his curse Berserk? Oh! I'm gonna have to see that one again. I didn't even realize I did. Yeah, there's a pit stop for Roller coming in now as well. With everyone having their pit stops. I'm pretty sure. And then Yarlo. But yeah, I'm just having a look at the nation's chat. I clipped it. I will do after this race because I feel like that'd be a little bit unfair to do it in the middle of the race. So you get my reaction afterwards. Let's see how that means. So Yarlo's coming to the pits now, so that should leave Mitchell quite a decent way in the lead. You've got Yarlo. Actually, you'll see where Yarlo comes out against Robin, actually. Let's have a look. As we go down the straight now. Where's Yarlo coming out? He's coming out. He's coming out. He's in the pit lane still, but he's out now. He's out in front of Robin. The undercut from Robin didn't work, so Yarlo's going to have that position by quite a distance. A bang average step, 11 seconds behind Shadow, and Mitchell's the Verstappen 2022 of this game. Fair. But we get to see... Well, actually, Robin's closed that gap back in. Obviously, the tyres took a little bit longer than Yalo might have wanted to warm up. Shadow only 2.9 seconds behind Robin now. That gap is definitely closing in. We saw these two battle in Tier 2. Shadow, with no assist, is very good at the game. But I don't know if he's good enough to do the mountain of a task that currently sits in front of him. At this point, I would, if I'm P Shadow, I'd just be focusing on trying to stop the dent in the goal difference, or the points difference, so to speak. Because right now, it's a very, very big one. As we second there now between Robin and Yalo. Yalo definitely keeping Robin at hard left now with the last 4 laps to go, and yeah, it's not been the hardest of races for the Dutch. I thought this would have been a lot harder on the Dutch to try and win the division here, because this was by far the next best competitor, but one they've been able to sweep. Well, you started well, complete sweep. Netherlands 4 out of 4, 12 points and 100% win rate. Quarterfinals for coming up. As we go through lap 12, and Mitchell way out in front, 12 seconds. He's just strolling the park for Mitchell tonight. And of course, when you have the Tier 1 champion on your team, you would expect it to be. It's just a case of whether or not the rest of his team can hold up their side of the bargain, and well, they've had no problem doing so in the group stage. It's now within a second, so DRS will be in effect when it comes to Yalo versus Robin here, and it might just drag in Shadow in eventually. It would if Robin could stay in the DRS. He can't. 1.2 seconds now, nearly 1.3 is definitely not going to help Robin's case at all here. We see he comes back within a second. He very clearly has more straight line speed than his teammate. Straight line speed is not all there is to this track. As much as having some straight line speed is obviously good, but you definitely want to. The cornering on this track is so inch perfect that if you don't have enough turning circle and everything like that, you're not going to gain time. The turns gain you a lot more than the straights do. It's about a second here, so you see the time ticking down between Robin and Yala. But I think all 3 of these taking it rather easy at the moment. Shadow trying his best, but he can only do so much. Roller's race was pretty much done as soon as it started. He would have been able to do something here, but the lap 1 incident, not really his best friend. You got 1.8 seconds. What the hell happened to Robin on this lap? Apparently you do 1 lap more than your teammate and your times are a second worse. The hell happened here? Might open the door for Shadow later on. Albeit we've only got 1.5 laps left of this race. Roller comes over for lap 13 now. Don't think he's going to get lapped, but he's also not going to get a position higher. So 4th, 6th and 7th for Europe, and what might have been a day they would have hoped for a lot more. Would have hoped for a lot more, if not to just stop the dent in the points difference. The USA might be able to take advantage of that later on. Now between Robin and Shadow, but as much as you can take the chunks out of someone's lap time, I don't think you'll be 2.5 seconds quicker than them in a lap. So I think we might be ending as it is, bar a spin. Also, I see Robin's time to Yarlo came down a lot more, as that immediately goes up to the upside of 1.5 seconds. Yarlo a lot quicker through the corners, like incredibly quicker through the corners. Should you stream F1 Manager? How many times was my race destroyed by a bug? I don't think I've ever had a race destroyed by a bug before. Not gonna lie. But then again, if it did it in a 50% race, the hards wouldn't be the worst tire to start on. But yeah, lap 14, Mitchell. 13 seconds up the road. He's literally just weaving down the straight because why not? 13 seconds up the road. This was ludicrous. This was absolutely domination. That was just one-man show the entire time. And you would have come to expect that from Tier 1 champion. You would expect that, and he put on a show today. Riallo's going to get second, Robin's going to get third. Shadow, with his time penalty eventually, is going to be completely mute point. Comes fourth, puts a small dent in what would have been a massive, massive game for the Netherlands. Bang average, Seb going to come over in fifth, Roller's going to come over in sixth, bar a spin. So, yeah, that's... Bang average Seb over the line. He can't really do an awful lot from here. And Roller is the last one to cross the line in here. It's going to end sixth. It's not the worst points haul I've ever seen for the European team. Oh, almost slid into a wall on the second to last, but over the line he goes. So there's 2 for Ella, 3 for Roller, 5 for Shadow, so that's 10 total. That means that this ended 26-10 to the Netherlands. They end on a crisp 80 plus 80 points difference. Absolute destruction. But also going to save recent gameplay, so full video. I'm going to show, yeah, the Netherlands are just running away with this. They run away with their group, that's for sure. But yeah, that's everything we got for the day. Let me just message Stabro 1 minute. But yeah, alright, so that's the end of everything we've got from this day of the Nations Cup. If you want to go ahead and go watch Jack later on, I don't know. There's one more race, yeah, but Europe 2 doesn't exist anymore. So USA get a guaranteed win, so I think it's USA anyway. I can't remember who plays. Whoever plays, I believe it's Nation 2. Yeah, it's Europe 2 USA, so USA get a free win. Yep, the fall of Europe too. Yeah, it was depressing, but yeah. That means, so, as for the rest of the week, we've got tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got the final day of the group stages here. Thursday night we've got ROC for F1, so the so-called big one. And then Friday we're back here with quarterfinal races. So with that, I'm going to well, I guess just go through and hopefully sort some GT stuff. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.